Hey guys, JackSquare here with a video that is long overdue. Got something that I really want to share with you guys. I actually put it together last year, but I'm still really excited about it. So let's go ahead and check it out. Ta-da! It's this super cool Gandalf hat. Yay! I made this, put it together last year, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about it. So Gandalf is one of my favorite characters in all of literature and all fandoms. So when I started looking at like the cosplay crafting side of things, I was like, oh, what would be a really cool piece to have? Well, a Gandalf hat, that would be great. So I started looking at different options that were available to purchase, and nothing against that side of things, but a lot of it was more in line with like, say, a Halloween costume, and that really wasn't what I was going for. So I decided, well, maybe I could make my own. And I found a video here on YouTube from a channel, at the time I think it was called Craft Guyver, but now it's rebranded as Do the Thing. It was a great tutorial, really cool end product, but the only thing was, I think it's a little bit beyond my skill level, which is absolute beginner. I'd never attempted a sewing project until this guy. So I said, well, maybe I can tackle some smaller projects, kind of hone my skills and tackle that eventually. But it was something that I kind of, a video that I saved and said, okay, well, I'm gonna do this at some point in time. Fast forward a little bit, and a different channel, CWL Builds, again here on YouTube, had a different tutorial with a very comparable end result. Now, to me, this other tutorial was a little bit easier to follow, and it was something that I thought that I could tackle. I had a sewing machine. I went ahead and purchased the materials for this hat and said, okay, my plan is I'm going to make the hat and wear it to our local Celtic festival. Even though it's a Celtic festival, you get a lot of people that are repping their different fandoms. There's an individual that shows up dressed as a stormtrooper with a black utilikilt. I think last year we had a couple of people dressed as Scottish Mandalorians, so that was pretty cool. I said, hey, this will fit right in. Well, the year was a little crazy, not as crazy as this year, but a lot of things came up, and I didn't really get around to making the hat. And it was the night before the festival. I'd been playing a show with my band. It was out of town. I got back really, really late, around like 11 p.m. or something. And I was like, you know what? I've got the machine. I have the tutorial. I've got the materials. I just got to try it. I just got to try it. And so I started putting everything together. And you may have heard me say this before if you've followed any of my foam smithing videos, but about a third of the way into the process, things were not looking good. And I was like, well, you know what? This might be a waste, it might be a loss, but hopefully it's a bit of a learning process, and years from now I can look back and say, that was my first attempt, but you know what, I'm just gonna stick with it. And guess what? It started to take shape. As I started to put the brim together, I was looking at it saying like, oh my gosh, I can see it. This looks like a Gandalf hat. I went to put the cone together, and at first it was a little too small for my head, so I had to make another one. Thankfully I had plenty of material, but at around 4 a.m., I had the whole thing. It all came together, and I had a Gandalf hat. Now, it's not that it took, that long. I was really taking my time, and again, this was like the first sewing project that I've ever attempted, and I was really tired. So that's why it took so long. So don't let that deter you from trying to make one yourself. It's not going to take that long if you're not doing it in the middle of the night. But out at the festival, it was a huge hit. Lots of compliments on it. In fact, I had one of my pipes. Let me grab it so I can give you guys the full effect. Right, it's a good look. Now, my friend Wolf Godwin, he was out there as well. He had a cosplay that he was working on that he reworked for the Celtic Festival. It was Fox McCloud. See, it's a Scottish thing. You get it? Get it? Yeah. And we got a lot of great, again, a lot of great compliments. People were asking to take our picture, to take their picture with us. And in fact, someone even asked, like, is this like some kind of obscure Tolkien Book of Lost Tales reference that I don't know about? So I think it was a hit. It was a really cool experience that I'm really glad to finally have this hat. Now, I think there are 3 takeaways from this video and this whole process and story. First off, you just got to try it. You just got to try the thing, whether it's your first sewing project or learning a new skill, whatever it is, just try the thing. I think that's the big takeaway there. Second, if you're in the middle of whatever project it is and things aren't working out, you gotta stick with it. Don't just, as soon as things get a little rocky, just abandon ship. You gotta stick with it, because who knows what you might come out with. And finally, if you want to make a hat like this one, I would recommend that you hop on over to CWL Builds here on YouTube. I have a link to the tutorial in the description below. Huge shout out to Caleb, who runs that channel. Friend, I don't know you, but hey, you know, I made the hat, so you made my day. Thanks a bunch. If you have any questions about the process, again, I'd recommend that you hop on over to CWL Builds because Caleb will probably be able to answer any questions better than I would. But of course, I'll do my best to answer any questions that you have in the comments. Or if you want to share your thoughts about the hat, I would love to hear your take on it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to share it with your friends so that they can check it out too, because it's a Gandalf hat. It's really cool and they'd probably love it. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss more videos like this one. Once again, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time, maybe with a quest or an unexpected party. Who knows? I mean, it's just the wizard way, right? You never know. You got to subscribe to find out. Catch you next time.